Cool because great morning. I am Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills, and a fun fact about me is that I am in my 27th book now, y'all. My 27th book. And one thing I've learned along the way is that the tides of business are changing. The tides of business are changing. And so you're like, Dr. Stevie, how can you write 27 books? Well, listen, there are certain things that I have done and learned, and I want to tell you about them. I want to tell you about them on this Saturday morning. And one of the fun things, honestly, is that we can use our voices, especially, if you're somebody on this app and you really take this app seriously, then you're somebody who is there to use your voice. You're there to use your voice because you understand that this is a voice only app and you're absolutely excited about the fact that we can use audio only. You see, if you go to the other places where I am doing this broadcast as well, I specifically did it as an audio only. Why? Because we're talking about the power of voice. We're talking about the fact that now people are busy. People are busy and they don't have time to honestly just go ahead and read your book all day. They don't. And I, as an author, I have a lot of books. I told you I have 27 books. I have a lot of books that people can read. They can pick up. They're tangible. But then when I ask the folks how's the book going or have they read it? Honestly, I could tell by the looks on their faces that they have not read the books. And it's okay because I have a lot of books I've not read as well. And so, as we just talk about that, we need to know some stats. If you know me, I'm always giving the stats. And shouts out to my sis, Sharmella. She is up here with me. And while I'm pulling up the stats, Sharmella, if you have a moment, please introduce yourself. And I love having you hang out with me because you are all about strategy. So hopefully these strategies will be good for you. So, Sharmella, I'm going to mute and allow you to speak.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Glory to Jesus. We came out of my room. Dr. Stevie said, I'm about to do a room. I said, okay, I'm going to post up and listen and pop in when I can while I'm in here with y'all fur nephew, Austin, my dog, in the background barking, acting foolish. I am Sharmella Chrisman. I am the queen of bright ideas. I am a business and life strategist. I am the woman with the plan for you. And for those that are not familiar with what it is that I do, all my information is in my bio. My Instagram is linked, so you can creep my profile, see my gorgeous family, and my wacky dog. But you'll also see in my highlights testimonials from people that have worked with me and a couple of testimonial videos. Again, I am the woman with the plan for you. My goal is to make sure that you are in alignment with the will of God for your life, whatever that looks like for you. So I address all kinds of gray areas in life and business. So financial plans, financial audits, I work with teams to try to deal with turnover rate, authors, entrepreneurs, moms, your husbands, your children as well, because everybody needs a plan, even those that are heading into college. So I'm here as a resource. I'm here supporting my sister, Dr. Stevie, and I can't wait to hear what she's going to release. And I will chime in whenever she needs me to. But I'm excited about the breakthrough and just the clarity that everybody is going to get because we don't have time to lose. Okay, we can't just be flippantly doing stuff and starting and stopping the way that we were doing in our 20s. Like we gotta get up and we gotta get some stuff done. So I'm gonna change my profile picture so you can see my flyer again. My information is all in my bio, and I host events as well, online and offline, on and off Clubhouse too. So it's a pleasure to meet everybody, and I'm here and ready, Dr. Stevie, and I'm complete.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. This class today is brought to you by Speak Your Book Class. It is sponsored by that. And so if you go ahead and look at the link, everybody, that we have, Speak Your Book Class, you can learn more about that class. But specifically, the things I wanted to share with you today or how you can get your book done. Listen, you can get your book done this weekend. And not only that, you can have an audio anthology this weekend. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the power of voice and why it's important to do that. I have specifically made thousands of dollars by what I'm about to share with you in this class. Listen. And if you want to dig further, then definitely you can go to Create Your Cash / Speak Your Book. And so the link is there if you need the link. It is definitely createyourcash.com, Speak Your Book class. And why is speaking your book important? Because in this day and age that we live in, nobody is really, excited as much about, yeah, we want to be an author, but we can circumvent that time and really show up inside of what it is that we have to say, specifically those of us who are audio people, right? Some of us don't want to write. Some of us don't want to sit down and write. The thought of that even makes us cringe. But if we use apps like this one, if we love Clubhouse, if we love audio, social audio, then we're able to take it to the next level. And some of the stats I have are that digital audio books continue to be the fastest growing segment in publishing. Not only is the entire publishing industry making more money, but there is more choice available for customers. Last year, audiobook sales increased by 16% in the United States and generated over $1.2 billion in revenue, and that was for 2019. Whereas in 2018, it only made $940 million. So let me repeat that for y'all. So the article I am reading is on Goodreader, and it says last year audiobooks, which it was speaking in about 2019, increased by 16% in the United States and generated over 1.2 billion with a B dollars in revenue, whereas in 2018 it only made 940 million, and that was an increase of 25% from 2017. You know what's surprising about that 1.2 billion digital audiobooks made? Ebooks only made 983 million. So for the first time ever, US audiobook sales have eclipsed ebook sales. And I believe in the power of an ebook. I do. But if you could make an audiobook and you could be in the trend that is saying that audiobooks are the new rage, and we could tell that even by the social audio. Social audio is becoming even the more amazing, right? Social audio is becoming that thing where we are trend setting. Look at this app. This app was not a thing. And now it is. And now many of us stay on here all day, every day. But guess what? You have to be able to be trend setting. You cannot be just somebody who is, okay, yes, you want a paper book. Yes, you want an ebook. But why not take that knowledge and expertise and put it in an audiobook as well? And it says Edison Research National Survey of American audiobook listeners ages 18 and up found that the average number of audiobooks listened to per year increased to 8.1 in 2020, up from 6.8 in 2019. The most popular audiobook genre, and this is specifically for people who, in the school, I'm about to show y'all a hack. Mystery, thriller, suspense. This means that people don't want your boring stuff. People want you to take something. So, for example, my book, Click the Cash, can be audio only, and we can make it a mystery. We can make it a suspense. We can make it a thriller by taking the knowledge and just being creative with it. You can do that with your book. 57% of frequent audiobook listeners are under the age of 45. So I don't know how the age everybody is in the room, but I know that I'm under the age of 45. And many of your clients and customers who you're waiting to attract may be under the age of 45. And this is up from 51% in 2019. And so, like Audible is a thing, right? Y'all do know about audio, right? Podcasting is a thing. You do know that people are looking for your voice in such a way that they want to take your book with them, right? And I can't take like a tangible book with me everywhere. I cannot. But I can pop in my car and listen to a book. I can go to the gym and pop in my pods and listen to a book. So I'm just saying that You want to start getting inside of this. And the Speak Your Book class is going to teach you how to get inside of it, because it's going to tell you not only one way to use your content, but it's going to tell you how you can create thousands of dollars, like I have, through creating an audio anthology. Right. And so, as we begin to look at these things, we have to make sure that we are taking it to the next level. We are not just playing games. And it says the average audiobook users are affluent men. Okay? Affluent men.
That's the truth, Dr. Steve.
Go ahead, Sharmella.
Oh, when you said that audiobook users are affluent men, that audiobook, you all have to understand, this is a lane in a vein that you can plow into violently. Some of you all, and I know this is the Lord because it just kind of came out of nowhere. Some of you all felt like you've been stuck in a box and you didn't know what to write about because of the whole misconception that as a believer, you have to be solely focused on very Christian-y kind of things. Some of you all are supposed to write fantasy books. I mean, on some Lord of the Rings, Chronicles of Narnia type stuff. Some of you can use your voice to get into voice acting by reading. I mean, there are people that have podcasts where they're not doing anything but, if you just wanted to do that, reading the Word of God. There are people, there are plenty of voice acting jobs. There are plenty of things, but you can step into doing all of that by doing audiobooks. So for some of you, you may have had trouble and you've been struggling trying to get the book finished. And it could be, if I can submit to you, it could be because it's supposed to be audio only. And so it's just something where I feel like God is really throwing back the curtains and letting the light in, because there's just a fresh perspective that you need to have on your gift and what you're able to do with it. So some of you all have the voice for and the articulation for voice acting. You can start to get into that. Some of people will recruit other people to convert their books to audiobook, because they may not want to be the one that's talking. They may feel like they're not articulate enough. They may feel like, I have an accent, or I speak a particular kind of way, and I feel like I would be able to convey this with a certain level of clarity. So that's where you all come in. They're able to hire you in order to read their audiobook so it can be converted over. And that becomes an extra stream of income for some of you as well. So it was just a couple of things. Strategy is to flow on Dr. Stevie, but that I thought would be an amazing thing to share with everybody. I'm complete.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes. And so, affluent men. So the word affluent, guys, it means that they have money. It means that they are not broke, right? Affluent, simply, I'm a dictionary check. It says having a great deal of money, wealthy. That's exactly, if you go look up that word affluent in the dictionary, that's what it means. So what I've done for you, and I'm not finished the training, but I want to tell you, while we're in this room, I have automatically put a coupon that will save you some money with your Speak Your Book class. It's already activated when you go to the link. If you can't see the link above me, that means you have not updated your app. But if you know that you're somebody who wants to do the Speak Your Book class, then let me know so I can make sure that you get it. This is going to increase because I know my worth and value, but it is going to be something that you can get today while we are in this room and make that step towards your greatest success so that you can make it happen and you can truly understand that this is the new wave, like the young people say. So I would go to that link, I would back channel me, I would literally be in the space so that you can get it. And Michelle has something to say. Okay, Michelle, hold on 1 second. There you go. I think. Let's see. All right. So while she is, here we go. Hello.
Okay. Hey, hello again. Ooh, I'm a little bit kind of excited about this because, and I just jumped in, so I missed probably the beginning of the class. But I was just talking to someone about being able to, use my voice to read other people's books. And so is this what this class is about? I'm sorry if I'm,
No, you're fine. No need to apologize. So I have Speak Your Book class. You definitely can use the same strategy to have a different, like, read for yourself, read for other folks. It's the same strategy. So yes, I encourage anybody who wants to utilize the power of their voice to create a different income stream going inside of your business to go to that link right now, because like I said, we have activated a coupon code for this room only that is going to help you to take it to the next level. And so we've talked about the stream of income that has you reading your own book. We talked about the stream of income, you reading books for each other, like another author. We talked about the stream of income that has you really taking it to the next level and doing an audio anthology. Those are 3 different streams of income that you can use with this course once you know the information, once you know how to do it. A lot of people don't know how to do a thing, so they don't do it. But yes, this is going to give you the teach to how I make, market, and monetize audiobooks for my own self and business. So, Michelle, did that help you? I think Michelle went to the link. I don't know. Michelle.
Yeah, I know. I'm clicking everywhere. Sorry. But yes, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, as we go to continue with this, it says, the main reasons for doing so, like they listen to at least 4 audiobooks every 12 months. 4 audiobooks every 12 months, y'all. Their main reason for doing so include entertainment and brain stimulation. The only people who want to have their brain stimulated are people who want to grow greater. And we understand that when you have your brain stimulated, it means that you are getting smarter. People, I talk a lot. I know Sharmella has heard me say this, and those of you who follow me have heard me say this about tonality. There's certain things about tonality that people get stimulated because of certain, even as a child before you knew how to read, your parents and the people who took care of you, they actually went through and they read to you, or they talked to you, and that's how they grew and grew you up to become who you are, because they would say prayerfully positive things. That was before you could read a book, y'all. So we know already that this includes brain stimulation, because the spoken voice is something that really matters. And it says that the publishing industry, and there are people who can pick up your audio book, right? Because there are people like Audible, Hatchet Audio, HarperCollins, Macmillan, Penguin, Random House, Simon & Schuster that said they've been investing in opening more studios and narrators in order to speed up production. This has resulted in 18% increase in the number of new audiobook titles that have been released, and in 2019, over 60,303 new titles were produced. This is a dramatic increase from the 44,685 new titles that were issued in 2018. And this is a quote from the publisher of Simon & Schuster, which is a major publishing house, if y'all didn't know that. It said 8 straight years of double-digit revenue growth is simply phenomenal. Even more encouraging are the continued upward trends in consumer listening behavior, both in how many titles they listen to per year and in their finding more time in their day to listen. I'm telling you right now, but Sharmell, I might start clapping. She was laughing when I start clapping, but I'm telling you right now.
Yes.
That I told Sharmell this last night, honestly, about the trend that's happening in businesses. Right? Business is not doing the same thing. People are looking for quick wins. So therefore, if you know that and you put out an audiobook based on your expertise, that will help you sell. Yes, I do believe in the published book. I do, because we have people who still look at newspapers, y'all. Like, honestly, think about the people who still look at newspapers. They don't care nothing about going to Google to get no news. But we have all kinds of people. So I want to, like, the brand I build and the one I encourage you all to build is not a one-trick pony. Y'all will hear me say that all the time. So yes, we have paperback books. Yes, we have ebooks. But the new wave is an audiobook. It's not really a new wave, but a lot of us have not known how to crack the code to do it. It says Simon & Schuster is finally starting to see some strong gains with digital audiobooks. In 2019, audiobook sales increased by 15% over 2018. And also ebook sales, which increased for the first time in at least 3 years, were up 1% over 2018. But I just told y'all, audiobooks increased 15%. Overall, digital sales in 2019 increased 7%, which is very solid. So this is an increase. If y'all still doing stuff that is 20, 30 years old, y'all taking that strategy and trying to put in 2021 strategy, and we're about to be in 2022, honey, what are you doing? Because you better get on the wave. And I'm telling you that I gave all the information in the Speak Your Book class for you to, even if you're not techie, because some folks be like, I'm not a techie. Well, that's cool. Even if you're not a techie, you can take this class and still do it, because you don't have to be tech oriented to make money. And it says, Michael Kozlowski writes, digital audiobooks continue to be the fastest growing segment in publishing. Last year, audiobooks sales increased by 16% in the US, and like I said, generated more than $1.2 billion in revenue. I'm just like,
listen,
go ahead.
The Lord just gave me an idea, Dr. Stevie, and it's going to be interesting to see, because I'm going to release it into the room. One, because people need to know what I do. And two, because I'm going to see you and I, now there's accountability in place, because you and I both can scroll through. We see who's in this room, and we're going to see who's going to pick up what I'm about to say and run with it. It's going to be really interesting to see if there's one person in this room that's saying, I don't know about nobody else, but I'm going to do exactly what she said out of her mouth. I heard the Lord say somebody needs to do an audio journal prompt book and couple it with an e-journal. So an audio journal, so when you buy a book that's filled with journal prompts, it depends on who wrote it. So it could be journal prompts for self-reflection, journal prompts for self-care, journal prompts to beat depression, journal prompts for grief, journal prompts for, because sometimes people say it's hard for them to journal and get their feelings and their emotions out on paper. So the purpose of a journal prompt kind of book is to spark these thoughts and spark these internal conversations that make people pour out and write into a journal as a form of self-expression and healing and self-reflection. So if you're doing an audio journal prompt, they're listening to you give them the journal prompts. They're listening to them, and all it is day one. And you asking questions or you speaking on a particular thing. So let's say the journal is, the audio journal prompt book is about grief. People that have lost loved ones. We've all lost loved ones during COVID, right? So you have a book that's filled with audio journal prompts, and it's why is grief hard for you? Are you feeling, suffocated? Are you in therapy? Why or why not? Have you thought about seeing a grief counselor? What's the hardest part about your grieving process? Do you feel like there are things that are left unsaid? Write them on the next 3 pages. Those are journal prompts, except they hear your voice releasing it, and then what they're getting is a part of your anointing. They're getting impartation. So they're getting healing. They hear you speaking. You're speaking in a very soothing tone, and it's going to help relax them. And then you create the e-journal that goes with it. So then they have something, they're buying almost like a package from you. So they have the audio book, you're speaking to them, you're asking these questions, it's therapeutic for them. And then they've been able to download and print out the e-journal that you released with the journal prompts. So then they have something to pour it into. So then they didn't have to go and buy another journal or just use a spiral notebook. They have that. Somebody better grab that. And I mean, take off running with it. An e-journal, like an e-book that's filled with journal prompts, and it's going to be coupled with the journal for them to write in. Like that, I just heard it, and the Lord said, release it into the room and see what somebody does with it. So yeah, that's that. We're gonna watch Dr. Stevie. It's been released now. So now we're about to see who's serious about making money. Now we're about to see who's serious about, I just gave you something. I just gave you something for free that came from heaven. A session with me, 45 minutes, is $110. A one-on-one intensive with me is 2 hours of strategy and us mapping things out. That's $275. There are people that have worked with me in this room, so I have plenty of receipts on God, okay? but I just gave you an idea that you can run with and scale. You can do an audio book of affirmation where somebody hears you pouring love into another person. You're great. You're wonderful. You matter. God loves you. However, it can be audio affirmations in whatever form and facet. You're amazing in business. You're strong. You're powerful. You reading scriptures that have to do with healing for people that are suffering from chronic pain or cancer, and you're releasing an audio book filled with affirmations and scriptures that are spoken over. It's like people are getting breakthrough from reading, but if they're hearing and your anointing is flowing, then that's impartation, and they're hearing you speak life over them. And this is an audio book that you can release. Somebody, I'm telling you, somebody better do something with it, because you're getting money, okay, for free. I'm handing you ideas right now. Go ahead, Dr. Stevie.
Oh my goodness. Listen. Before we get to Dina, I'm here. Before we get to Dina, I want to shout out Veronica Brown, because Veronica invested in her Speak Your Book class. Amen. And let me tell y'all, this is an on-demand class. So as soon as you invest in it, you'll get it. That means you can start doing this today. And also, Veronica was saying what you said, Sharmila, that was for her. She has received it. She about to get some work done, honey. So I wanted to say that because I believe in action takers and move makers and not just talkers. Yes, you have to talk, but guess what? If somebody's giving you something that not only has worked for them, because I've made thousands of dollars from it, but other, like my client, Angela Gardner, a lot of y'all may know her. She took the same class, and not only has she made money from this class, like thousands of dollars from this class, she also took it a step further, and now she has a speakers guild based on this. And so, yeah, it is not something to play with. It is something to get done. And if you're serious about making money with your voice, if you're serious about taking it to the next level, then I would invest in it right now, because as soon as this room closes, it's going to increase for you. So that's what I have to say. Dina?
It's afternoon now. Good afternoon, ladies. So I came to this stage because for two reasons. Let me start with Prophetess Sharmila. So Prophetess Sharmila, I definitely owe you um, a testimonial video. And so I'm going to make my best effort to get that done today. What you just said in the room is the reason that I came to this stage, because some of us, we're asking God for the answer, right? Like, we're putting our requests in the atmosphere. We're making them known to God. But then we have to show up so that we can get the answer. Sometimes God is not going to just drop it in our spirit. Sometimes He's going to give it to a man or woman of God to impart to us in a way that we can, like, really, really grab it and run. So for accountability purposes is why I came to the stage, because I'm definitely doing that. I've been asking God, how is this supposed to look? I know that I should write a book. And again, like you released a lot of us just now saying, as Christians, I am a beauty coach. I'm known as the beauty architect. And although I am a Christian, I have felt shackled to doing things that I see other Christian authors do. And I'm just like, but God, I don't know how to do that. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm passionate about. So you literally, you just answered two prayers just now. Dr. Stevie, I just got the book in the mail, Click the Cash, and then I also pre-ordered volume 2, and I'm excited to find out more. I've known you forever, and now I'm really just finding out about what you do and how you do it, and I'm super excited about finding out more about what you ladies do. And I agree when you said
People just don't have the time. I drive all the time. I'm driving right now. So if I wasn't listening to you guys on Clubhouse, I would be listening to music or an audiobook. And we do have to change with the times. And so from me to you all, thank you so much. I just don't have words right now. I just don't. Thank you, ladies, so much. And I'll make my mic there.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you so much. You know, Dan, I love you. You are one we forever is an understatement. We've known each other. And a lot of this, if I could be all the way transparent, Dina, when I met you, I was in a different space in my life. A lot of these things are things I had to go through and learn and figure out the money for my own business. Because I met you way before 2016 when I was evicted from my home. And at that time, I was not really doing business in the way that I was then. Like now, I'm super glad. Not that I wanted to be evicted. Let me not say that. That's not what I'm trying to say because that was a fun process. But I don't like now that I've grown from that space, I'm grateful to have had that experience because now I know how to automatically make money. There's not something specifically because in 2016, y'all know this app was not a thing, right? So I could not come on here and talk to y'all about an app that we didn't know existed. Like that was not something. Now God has allowed me to be creative in my own pursuits, really do the thing and say, this is how you do this. Take this one thing. Let's simplify this whole process and let's make it done. And I now know how to make money online specifically. And so that's what I do. I really help to use your knowledge and expertise to make money online. And I do that for a few reasons. First, if you are able to be in a space where you're making money online, no matter where you are in the world, you could still make that money, right? Because if I was evicted and had a brick and mortar business instead of a click and order business, then I would have been SOL because not only was my house getting evicted, my business would have shut down. But now I can make money from wherever, however. Plus, I love freedom and flexibility. I might not be working 24/7, but you can definitely go to get a product or a service from me on my website 24/7. My business is always open, even in the process of where I know, as far as business can take people, right? I know that if I ever get in a deficit or a hole like I've been before, I know how to open my mouth. I know how to say, this is what I have. And so this Speak Your Book class is very important to me because I know that I've seen people go and run with it. And I love what Sharmella said because she's added some additional layers to it. And Sharmella and I are having some work. We're doing a lot of things. God has already really tackled us together for the for duration of life, I think. And so the cool thing is we're able to we bounce off of each other very well. And so as we begin to just think about that and do that, then I think it's a beautiful experience. And what I want to do is kind of reset the room. Hello to all of you where we are live streaming right now, not only on Clubhouse, but I am using my tools that I have and live streaming on Facebook, live streaming on YouTube as well, because I want everybody to know. Listen, I am Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills. Today, I am talking to you about how to become an author without writing a word, or even how to become an author without if you hate to write, because everybody doesn't like to write. That's clear. Everybody feel like they can't. But one thing I know for sure is that I've been able to write, like if we counted my audio products and different things like that, I have over 100 digital products, y'all. Like I'm a creator. That's what I do. And I'm also an author of 27 books. And so in that, I developed this class called Speak Your Book class that teaches you how to make, market, and monetize your amazing voice, gift, skills, talents, and abilities to make money for your brand and your business. We have talked about how you can make your own book audio. We've talked about how you can even take your audio content and create an audio anthology or a book collaboration. And in addition, we have talked about how you can take it to the next level and just do other products and services like voiceover work, journals, different things like that. And the class right now already has an activated coupon inside of it. If you can see the link, definitely go there. If you can't see the link for any reason, definitely let me know so that I can send it to you. But we have a class that teaches you how to do that. And the cool thing about this is tried and true. This is not something I just did. This is something that I've been doing, perfecting, and really understand the process of how to make, market, and monetize. Because some people can tell you how to do it, but they don't know how to tell you how to market it. They don't know how to tell you how to make money from it. You will make your money back. Like, that's a given. And right now we have to shout out Michelle. Michelle, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. She got her class as well. And so super excited about that. Definitely, we want to make sure that you are going to the link because as soon as this room ends, we will be not available to you with the specific code. So it was an easy process, I believe. Michelle, let's see, Michelle and Veronica. Veronica, you could come up if you would like to too. But Michelle, I have a specific question for you. How easy was it for you to go on my website and get the class and get it downloaded and everything?
Oh, it was very easy, just a click. um, and I am grateful. Oh my God, I am grateful right now, just to both of you, Dr. Stevie and Sharmella, and yeah, y'all got me for life because I've been in rooms with both of you, and you have I'm in a new season in my life, and so I know this wasn't your question, but just the transition and being able to be connected to Black women who are doing the doggone thing and who are integrous and are truly gifted and speak truth and speak life. And so I'm grateful to God for even crossing your paths because I literally just came into Clubhouse maybe 2 months ago. My sister invited me, and I've just been kind of strolling, but I fell into both where you both were, well, individually where you were in your different rooms, and I'm just grateful for just to see the move of God in people's lives and how you're helping others. You're out here not just getting it all for yourselves, but you're out here sharing it with others. And I'm your biggest cheerleaders, and I will share. I promise I will share, and I will always come back and say thank you. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead,
so
Sharmella.
much. Yes, ma'am. We genuinely it's so rare. And I think if y'all, it's not even about discernment anymore. Like God gives us all a gift and an ample share of discernment. Okay, the Holy Ghost will let you know about a person, but we have to stop. We have to stop downplaying when God says no to a thing. We have to stop downplaying and silencing the God in us when we know we're in particular rooms or places and spaces where you feel something off, and it's like, I don't know what this doesn't go. No, this doesn't sit right with my spirit, and we can't desire for progress and to want to move forward so badly that we partner with anything and anybody and then their hands not be clean. You know what I mean? Like, I tell people I'm very, very careful what I say out of my mouth because I fear the Lord. Because I fear of may the fear of God be something that people really, really lean into. I fear the Lord, so I'm going to be integral. I fear the Lord, so I'm going to be careful what comes out of my mouth. I fear the Lord, so I'm going to put forth the effort to evolve into the kind of woman of God, the kind of daughter that he can really be proud of. And part of that is me focusing on being as integral as I possibly can. And I genuinely want to see people flourish. I'm not stuck in this mindset where I think the U.S. is all that it is. And if you really take a step back from these clubhouse rooms and you really take a step back and you watch people will tell on themselves. And what you see is people that are boxed in. even folks that have done missionary work and have literally, but it goes over their head because they go into a place to do missionary work, so they're not seeing particular aspects of different countries. Or okay, they may stay in a nicer hotel while they're doing missionary work, or stay in somebody's house that they may be living an okay life, but there's something that goes over their head. They're not all these countries are third world countries, and people love to pump that into the atmosphere. These countries are flourishing and thriving in whatever the scope of God's plan is for them. But I mean, countries like New Zealand, countries like, I mean, like, just every country is not perfect, but you see where people are evolving and flourishing. And I know that I'm not just called to the U.S. because I understand that I'm not called to just the U.S. My vision expands. So now there's not this idea of the market being oversaturated. There's not this idea of, well, it's hard for me to do this because other people are coaches. It's hard for me to do this because other people are authors. There are billions and billions of people in this world. So why haven't you done an audiobook yet? Why haven't you done an audiobook in a different language? Do you know that some of you all that have already released books can just re-release it, and you can pay somebody to translate it over and do it as an audiobook in Spanish if you don't speak it, or do an audiobook in Mandarin or in Japanese? And these are literally, again, this is what I do in my strategy sessions with people. But when I'm with my sister, I have no problem violently pouring out, because it's seed in the ground for me. It's seed in the ground for me giving you all strategy on stuff. So there's this, this idea, this boxed in mindset about the U.S. And this means it for y'all. This is not, don't give yourself a glass ceiling. Don't create a boundary for yourself. The Bible says, go ye into all nations and make disciples. There are people that are waiting on what's on the inside of you in other countries. So some of you need to partner with other women of God who speak multiple languages and get them to help you translate your book over, or you can do it through the publishing company or wherever you got it published, so you can get out there and give your information and your testimony to other people. And I'm complete, Dr. Stevie.
Awesome. Yeah, y'all, listen. listen. Sharmella is doing some amazing stuff. Like, I'm super excited that we are partnering together to do some work, because we are very similar, but we're very different as well. And I love people who I could work with, and not only work with, like, people I could chill with, because I don't want to work all the time. And so thank you, Sharmella, for that. And thank you for assisting the women here. One thing I want to tell y'all, and this is about all books, but I know that most of you who follow me are Christian women for sure. And it says that, according to the survey here, the stats here on Zippia.com, it says religious books and Bibles are the most popular adult genre, with 21.2 million sold. And it says one of the second most popular is general adult fiction, which Sharmella just said about some of y'all are called to do the like the sci-fi, the fiction stuff, which sold 20.4 million units in 2019. So this is not something I'm making up. This is again, if you study like stuff about your genre and what you want to do, then you are able to take it to the next level. And here's some audiobook stats for y'all. Again, make sure you are going to the link or asking for the link. The coupon is already activated. We will be closing this room super soon, so I want you to go ahead and get the link that's activated. Let's see here. It says 71,000 audiobooks were published in 2020, sorry. That's an increase of 39% from 2019, one of the largest upticks of book industry growth within the U.S. And then, as of 2021, Audible is the most popular audiobook website and reached sales of $940 million with a growth rate of 24.5%. Audible also has over 200,000 audiobooks available. And if you know anything about me and my brand, you also know that I have a podcast, and the podcast airs on Amazon Music, which means that that's connected to Audible. So I'm just saying that, now's the time to get what it is and make sure that you are getting these things. And Veronica said, yes, it was just a click. I'm grateful because after last night, I was researching voiceovers and audibles. Y'all better get in the flow. I don't know. Y'all better get in the flow of what God is doing because I hadn't even planned to do my own room today, honestly. But get in the flow of what God is doing because He is showing y'all, like, He is um, answering your prayers. He literally in the space, and when you wake up and when you go to sleep. I mean, if we look at social audio, that is. I just want y'all to see the trends. I want y'all.
Listen, Dr. Stevie, he just gave me something else, and I'm telling you, this is gonna be crazy. So somebody grabbed a hold of what I said earlier about the audio, the journal prompts, and then coupling that with an e-journal. Some of y'all need to be doing audio children's books. Some of you need to be reading too. And so if you have small children, read to your small children and start to practice that way. Read to your children more and record yourself so you can hear your diction and how you're pronouncing particular words. But some of y'all have children's books on the inside of you, and you've been trying to figure out how to get it published. And I got to find an author, and I got to find an artist, and this, and that. Listen, you find an artist to do the cover of what's out there for promotional purposes and everything like that, but release audio books, children's books of you reading to children. There's some children that, and you could post them on YouTube as well, and sell links to particular things because kids need, they want that. It's soothing to them. There's some adults that probably wouldn't mind hearing somebody read a children's book to them because, for some reason there's a loss or something like that. But I'm hearing there's audio children's books. There's a couple of you in here that are supposed to be doing that. I hear this is the Holy Ghost. So some of you all need to grab a hold of that and plow into children's books and audio books for children. And if you are gifted in a particular area like mathematics, science, or any of these things, some of you all have particular degrees that you have not used. That needs to go in audiobook form as well. Teaching people this Common Core math, teaching people like tutorials. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I was looking for the word. Tutorials for children in audiobook form. And you could be called somebody in here. I know I hear the Lord. Somebody is in here is going to coin and trademark the phrase, the audio tutor. The audio tutor. Who is it? Somebody back channel message me. Who's gifted where teaching is concerned and you didn't plow into that area, or a former educator that's looking to breathe new life into your gift or something. I hear it. The audio tutor. I don't know who it is, but somebody in here is going to be able to activate that gift, and may have a degree in a different area, and they're supposed to plow into doing this. The audio tutor. Lucia just said it's her. That right there. But you get with somebody that's going to make sure your diction when you're breaking down, because your voice is already soothing, Lucia, when you're breaking down particular things, whether it be math, whether it be history, the audio tutor. That's something that you can market and package and sell right now because of the pandemic. Pick an age range, particular kids, and this and that, and plow into that place. I heard that. I had to release that. That felt like fire in my chest. Jesus. Somebody's been praying. Like, there's somebody else in here, too, that's been praying for an answer. What am I supposed to do with this degree? Put it in audio form. Your knowledge and your expertise, and you sell your expertise. Put it in audio form and package it and sell it. God, let me mute my mic because I feel the Holy Ghost.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna confirm it too, because Veronica, she can't come to the stage right now, but she's definitely in the vein with you, girl. She said, exactly, Sharmella, thank you, God. I started a children's book in 2018, but hadn't located anyone to do the cover. I taught daycare years ago. Children are my heart.
Wow. Even your expertise on opening a daycare, put it in audio form for young women so they can take notes. You know what I mean? So they're able to take notes, and you become the daycare tutor. You become, you know what I mean? Like you coin and trademark your little nicknames and everything and package it, y'all. And again, this is what I do. This is what I do. Dr. Stevie and I told my husband last night, he just walked back in the door. I told my husband last night, I said, I know that I'm assigned to her. I know, I said it last night. I said, I know that I'm assigned to her. This is something. Like, this is when the Lord sends you a covenant sister, where it's like, who, to me, I'm at this point in my life where I'm like, it's quality over quantity. Who's going to be there when my 13-year-old graduates high school? Who's going to be there, on prom night, seeing him off? Who's going to be there? And the Lord is literally sending me people that I prayed for years. And my apostle, I'm going to send you the video, Dr. Stevie, of my apostle laying hands on me. And he said, I call forth your friends.
Mm.
I call forth sisters. He said, you're tired of the betrayals. And the Lord has been sending people to me because there's so many people that we're going to be able to help. It's about to be really, really crazy. So those that grab a hold of what I'm saying, but this is what I do in business. This is why Michelle just booked her intensive with me, 2 hours of a pour. She's going to be with me for 2 hours. It's going to be crazy. She's going to be talking to me for 2 hours. Imagine, like, people get a whole lot in 45 minutes, but imagine what you're going to get with 2 hours. Jesus help. And I released my mic.
Child, listen. Listen. It's Sharmella, my love. Y'all, y'all, Sharmella and I are already working on the project, but yeah, it's some stuff that God has downloaded even in this month that I know why He had to take me even through particular things in order to see. I was telling my mentor this morning, I said, you know what, God is intentional. He knows to get my attention, it has to come through my finances. Um, he knows, and the enemy knows too. One thing I'll say before I talk to Kendall or allow Kendall to speak is that the enemy knows who you are. I specifically tell people that. Just like in business, y'all have target market, right? You're supposed to know your people, know what they like, dislike, know what they want to buy, know who they want to marry, know what they want to read, all the stuff. The enemy does too. Y'all do know that, right? He knows y'all on his target market because y'all have some things that you need to do. So I just wanted to share that right there. Kendall, the stage is yours.
Good morning. I've been with you guys for a long time this morning, and it's a lot of people, Shamila keeps saying receive. I am a receipt, but I know there's somebody right now in this audience who, they hear her say audio book and this and that, but just like you're real hesitant, you're a little this, a little that. We all were babies once. We all needed to walk. And before we walked, we crawled. And before that, we were balancing. And we were hesitant and we were all of these things, but we did it. We did it for survival. This is a time where our Father, God, has given us so many tools. And if you don't start to try to just make that first step or crawl, when this is over, and these ladies it might not be that you can't afford it, but they're just booked. They won't be able to be there to help you. This is a time where He couldn't be clearer. He couldn't have done it any easier for you. He put it in front of you. All you have to do is contact me and say, well, Kendall, I ain't got the money. Well, if you chat with them, maybe you can do a payment plan. Maybe you can do whatever. But if a closed mouth does not get fed, and these ladies are sitting right here telling you how to do this stuff right now for free. So imagine what you get if you're paying for it. Imagine having Dr. Stevie or Sharmella one-on-one with you. It's all about you. This whole room was just you. Just you. And that's because you made the step. You committed to yourself. You made that decision. Everything is a decision. When you walk out the room and you're still hesitant, you're deciding not to do that. And that's going to look like however it looks for you. So in 3 months, if you're not happy, you'll go back and you'll play it in your head. Well, I had the opportunity. Why didn't I take it? It's because you didn't take the step. If you can learn to walk and you can learn to talk and you can learn to think, then you can do this. My name is Kendall and I yield my mic.
Kendall, we love you so much. Like, you're amazing in a very specific way. In a very specific way. And I'm just grateful that we know, Kendall, like we can see it. We can see the greatness in the push, right? It takes a special woman to continue to push whenever she's going through. And that's what you did, and that's why you're being honored and blessed in the way that you are. Sharmilla, anything before we get to Nicole?
I'm just listening. Kendall blesses me, child. I look, okay. Ever since we met in LDA, and people that are not familiar with the club that we were all in, it was Lady Delivers Arise, and that we had a long running season where God just had us violently pouring. And Kendall would come into the room with us, and from the time that Kendall sewed her, and that's when we talk about sewing and people clinch up and everything, Kendall on faith sewed her last dollar into me, and she now calls it the dollar that keeps on giving, because the supernatural, like, it just hit her life. Increase hit her life. She started getting checks for the kids out of nowhere, and this happened and that happened. And then Kendall, because Kendall's in California and I'm in Chicago, Kendall flew from California to Chicago. She got to have time with her family here, but she flew here for her 51st birthday and sat down and had a session with me over breakfast. Like, and she's been able to use stuff that she's learned from me and implement it just in everyday and family life, navigating grief, navigating through, preparations in your family, life insurance and things like that. And it's crazy because God is violently pouring out answers. It's just people are not positioning themselves to receive them. And because people have this whole idea, like they've made God a genie. He's just going to do, it's just going to be like his grace covers to an extent, y'all. Like, we have to do some work. You have to get up and you have to do some work. You partner with the Lord. You partner with what was spoken over your life. And yes, we're going to believe God. God is not a liar. But you're going to get up and do the work. You're going to write the book. You're going to release the magazine, Dina, the hair magazine, okay? I know I hear the Lord, the hair magazine. Like, we're supposed to release these things. If you've been sitting on a book, then it needs to be in audio format. You may have kept dealing with resistance with trying to release it or trying to get it completed because it was supposed to be in audio form. And God never sleeps nor slumbers. And I'm telling you, it's time and season. And when you're brought to a place like this is a crossroads for us. We've gone through this pandemic. We've lost people, we've lost friends, we've lost family, people that we thought were going to walk this life out with us decided they didn't want to be friends no more. People, like, we're in this sifting season. God is really doing a thing. But if we're so focused on what's right in front of us, we're not going to look up. And my head is always tilted up. I can't be downtrodden. I can't be, unfocused. I can't be around people that have lack of faith. I can't be around people that aren't excited about life because it becomes draining to me. I keep my head always lifted up. Not because I'm better than anybody else, but because I got to keep my eyes stayed on the Lord. I need direction. I need clarity. And I need people around me that are going to push me forward into my next. This is not the season to get caught slipping, because the divine supernatural provision of God is flowing. And everybody's like, there's a wealth transfer coming. There's a consistent wealth transfer from heaven. Consistent. And people don't understand it because they think God is a genie and they think he comes in stages and in ways like he's ever present. He is not going anywhere. There is a constant and a consistent wealth transfer that happens, but people are not tapped into the vein. Divine provision always has to flow in order for believers to move forward. And that goes over people's heads. It goes over people's heads. They're teaching money wrong, which is why I love Dr. Stevie, because she has a completely different perspective from what people have been taught. And people are teaching money wrong. They're teaching and making people feel like they have to scramble to get to a thing, and they have to toil to get to a thing. And it makes people nervous and paranoid because they think they're going to miss God. And you can in certain circumstances, but if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, because provision is always flowing. It's just whether or not you're in alignment to receive the provision. Are you a good steward? Are you in alignment to receive provision? Are you tithing? Are you in alignment to receive provision? Are you still self-sabotaging? Are you in position to receive provision? God is not going to send you, all these ideas and hopes and dreams and things for you to sit on and procrastinate with. So if you're in alignment with his will for your life, you're able to open yourself up to receive provision for what it is that you are called to build. So if you need to book to be a part of the Speak the Book class. You need to lock that in, to book it, to pay, whatever choice words you want to use, because we don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. It's not just about showing you how to make money. It's showing you how to be in alignment with the will of God for your life. So then not only do you make money, but souls are saved. Not only do you make money, but lives are changed. Not only do you make money, but God is glorified. And that is the purpose. And I release my mic.
Dr. Stevie, she was sitting here, the Lord gave me something, and he told me to see this way. You gave me the courage to look into my retirement, because I'm supposed to retire in 4 years. I'm not ready. You always talk about having more ways of income. That opened me up. That opened up. I work at a police department, so my sergeant came to me. This man, because my mind was open, taught me how to, because the job didn't tell me how to put my retirement in a brokerage, just half of it, 40-something thousand. In 72 hours, I have already accumulated 5,000 more. If I stayed in the other system, that 5,000 might have been over the next 4 years. I was looking at having to retire at 55, but get another job, not work for myself. And that's just from being in the room with her. And the Lord said, Stevie needs to do it. Are you prepared, room, for your retirement? Don't think when you walk out that door at 55, 40, 65, that it's the end. You still got bills. And medicine, have you checked out the cost of medicine? Because my mom she's 70, 74, 73, something like that. She pays a lot. She pays a lot for a lot of things. And she does not get a pay increase like me. So when we walk out that door to retirement, it's not what they show you on TV. If you have not set yourself up and prepared for it. But I got the mindset to look at my finances from Stevie. And so, like I said, 72 hours, $5,000. And that's just the beginning. And my boss, he was like, when you walk out this door, you're going to have 6 figures in there. He said, I can't get you more than 6 because, it's only 4 years. But he said, if you stay longer, I could get you probably about $1 million. But I never thought that I was capable of having that in my retirement because I listened to the system. Stevie doesn't listen to the system, and Sharmella does not listen to the system. And if you listen to the system, you're going to have just what you have and nothing more. I yield the mic.
Woo! Nicole, we're going to get to you in just 1 second, but Sharmella, go ahead.
Woo, child. I'm done, child. Woo, God.
Yes, amen, Kendall. Y'all know that I hear songs, so it's like Kendall, can't you see? Oh my gosh. That's powerful. Y'all, oh my God. Yes, and amen. Y'all, we're about to wind down this room very, very quickly. I just implore for y'all to go get this class because I know it will change your bank account. I know that it will. Not only will it change your bank account, it'll change your life. Like I said, my client, Angela, she actually took this and created a whole different business for her. So if you are somebody who is serious about using your voice in a way to transform and transcend the world, then you definitely need to get to class, point blank, period. I don't do a lot of heavy selling. That's just because I know my receipts speak for themselves. Like I don't beg people to let me change their lives like one of my coaches says. I don't. I just believe in the process of get it done, make it happen, and see for yourself. See for yourself. And Nicole, thank you for your patience.
No problem. Y'all ladies walking so heavy in here, I can't even breathe. So I was not tripping. I was trying to catch my breath. But I wanted to just come on here and say, first of all, thank y'all, because I'm actually a media graduate. I have been in broadcasting and media the last 3 years. And so in the middle of media school, I actually had came up with
a couple of things that I wanted to release. That's spoken word. Like I wanted to sell it, and I didn't have the confidence. Like I had came up with coins for breakfast. I had all type of stuff. I'm more of a mindset type of person. And when the Holy Spirit comes on me, because I'm more of a marketplace ministry, I cannot write it. Like writing was slowing me down because I am a typo queen. And I had came up with so many ideas that I had written down, but I kept coming into this resistance, into this stop. And, God had just put it on my heart this year, like you gotta get it published. Like you got to get that book published. And that was something that in my circle and people that I was around, like Charmella was talking about, I kept trying to pull everybody because it was something I was supposed to do. But, God actually released so many people from my life recently because it was distracted. It was just so many things that y'all said that just hit so many places for me. And I kept saying, this writing is slowing me down. And I kept saying, I just want to monetize my motivational messages. Like that's been my moneymaker on Facebook for a long time is when I speak, even when I do podcasts and stuff, people would just send me money. And like y'all was saying, with writing, and not saying people don't write, but I am a feminist success blogger. I know that God has called me to just give advice. Like I just give advice, and when it comes out, it's not no writing it. It's talking. Like I can design. I do graphic design. I do voiceovers. I do all of that. Like I'm literally coming out the media. But I just want to tell y'all from the bottom of my heart, thank you for releasing that because it was more confirmation for me to just keep continuing to trust God, even when it don't line up with what everybody else is doing or what everybody else is saying, because He'll tell you stuff, but you'll be so stuck because you are walking in fear or you're not trusting His voice. So I just want to say everything y'all said, it was so heavy. I can't even get into it, but I just want to say thank y'all. That's what I want to say.
Thank you and praise the Lord. Go ahead, Sharmila.
No, go ahead.
I just I just wanted to say thank you for sharing that because that was amazing. And yes, use your voice, use your voice, use your voice, because you never know who needs it. Like I said, I'm a big person on tonality, and so the tone of your voice. A lot of people, um, they just don't know. They just don't. They don't know how a blessing that tonality is. Y'all, okay, so I know a lot of people in this room probably know who Tabitha Brown is by now, right? By now, we've heard Tabitha Brown. We know about the vegan life. We know about this. If you don't know who Tabitha Brown is, then y'all need to go check Google. But Dina, because she's from North Carolina, she could tell you. Dina, how big is Eden, North Carolina?
I want you to, I don't even know. I have heard the name Eden, North Carolina, but I don't know. So it has to be probably maybe 2 stoplights.
Okay, amen. So, yes. And I said I wanted to ask that because we live in North Carolina. Eden is very, very, like my daddy is from Reedsville, North Carolina, which is a very small town. Eden is about comparable or smaller than Reedsville. Tabitha Brown, who a lot of people love, is from that small town. She used her voice, she used her personality to become literally a household name now. That's what she did. And so in that, we have to make sure, and now she has an audiobook. She has an audiobook. She has a #1 bestseller on New York Times, which means she sold at least 10,000 copies, right? She also has used her voice for the Calm app. She's used her voice in so many different ways. This class, Speak Your Book class, is not just for a book. If you know how to do something with your voice, you can be creative and you can be like publishing. People are looking for, they're checking for it, even beyond the class. Once you have the content, it's really about content creation. Once you have the content, I don't know if y'all know, but Instagram, you can get monetized on Instagram. You can monetize on TikTok. You get monetized on Facebook, on YouTube. All kinds of folks are doing that. And so you have the content. You could take that content and break it into micro pieces and take it to the next level. So I'm just saying that yes, this class is okay. Thank you, girl. She did the research. Praise the Lord. She said, Shakithia said 15,000 people in Eden. 15,000. That's not. I know Sharmella lives in the big city of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's more than 15,000 people in that city. 15,000 people. But God breathed on her life so well that I don't know if y'all saw like Wendy Williams had come for Chapter Brown a little while ago, and we know we praying for Wendy because Wendy is hurt. Basically, Wendy needs Sharmella. I'm not laughing at that, but she does need Sharmella,
Yes, she does.
and she
Yes,
came
she does.
She came for Tabitha Brown, and Tabitha Brown blew up even the more. She came for her on some hurtful stuff. Like Tabitha had just like done what most of y'all would do, I'm sure. When y'all make the money y'all want to make, you will retire your husband. And that's what she did. And she was cool with it. And she said something so sweet and amazing back to Wendy. She was like, bless you. Like, and she blew up even more. All these doors started opening. And that's because she used her voice. I've known Tabitha for a lot of times. There's a local DJ here, Busta Brown, who I've known since I was 17. And he literally, like, he knows Tabitha. When Tabitha did her book signing, he was like, shouts out to Dina for getting the class. Shouts out to um, Setsu for getting the class. Yes and amen. Y'all better go ahead. We're about to close this room.
You
And
breaking up?
am I breaking up for everybody?
You breaking up, Dr. Stevie?
Go ahead.
You sound fine for me.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sharmella, say some final words. We about to be on out of here. Y'all better go to the link because we are leaving. Y'all hear my voice? I am breaking up in my voice. Y'all hear that? But we have to take some tea, be quiet, do all the vocal training and exercises. But we are about to skedaddle in a minute. But Sharmella, please do say whatever's on your heart. Tell them about your business. Tell them how all the great services, all that great stuff.
Yes, ma'am. So all my info is in my bio. My Instagram is connected as well. In my highlights, you'll see the brand new flyer. Um, and you'll be able to go through and see my receipts. I have testimonials posted. I have video testimonials posted of people that I have worked with. So if you're curious, you just need to go ahead and jump and book a session because we don't have time for this. And the longer that you wait, the longer you go without your plan. Period on period on period. But I'm grateful that I had time today to be able to spend it in here with you, Dr. Stevie, and I'm excited to see who picks up and runs with what I released in here, who gets these audio journals and prompts and audio children's books and all this stuff, audio tutoring, and recording videos of yourself breaking down particular things and posting them on YouTube and starting a channel so it can get monetized, teaching kids how to do specific stuff. Like, there's so many different things that you can do out there. So make sure that you click on the link above to sign up for the Speak Your Book class. Make sure you click the link above and register for the Speak Your Book class because you need to. This is a vein that needs to be plowed into. And some of you all are called to it. You just didn't have people around you that saw what God placed in you on the inside of you so they could speak to that thing. So make sure that you sign up so you can be a part of the class so you can get this process started. And if you need a plan on how to map it out, then make sure that you click on my link, go to my Instagram, and you're able to book a session with me through there. They come in different time increments, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. If you're in the Illinois, Wisconsin, or Indiana area, you're able to sit down with me, and people have flown in. So people have driven over from other states and flown in to have a session with me. So you need to be a part of Dr. Stevie's Speak Your Book class, and you need to book a session so you can have the plan on how to scale and move forward with it. The money aspect, I'm not too good with. That's why Dr. Stevie is here. I have the plan, and she can help you scale and show you how to make this money. So it's a win-win for me. And I will see you all when I see you. Michelle actually just booked a session, or she booked an intensive with me. So she'll be working with me for 2 hours. And I'm excited to see what happens and what God says, because I know He never lets us down. So those that are are curious, go ahead and just take a leap and book the session because we don't have time for this. And I release my.
Awesome and amen. I'm super excited to see these books, see what y'all gonna do with this content, child. Listen, the class is on demand, and so that means that as soon as you get it, you can start taking the class. Dina, I have to ask you the magic question. How easy was it for you to go ahead and get the class? Did you like go to the link, get the class? What happened? What was your process? I don't know if Dina could hear me. But if she can't, it's okay. I know Dina's probably it's Saturday. She's probably beating faces to be very honest. And so let's say this, guys, and ladies and girls and women and everybody in the room. We want you to just be as brilliant as you are. There are so many different ways to make money, y'all. I just want to encourage you. I want to encourage you even the more to do what it is. I want to encourage you to go get this class. We are wrapping up right now. The coupon is activated in the last couple of seconds, but listen, it may not be. This class actually needs to have another zero in it. So I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, and more than likely it will because I understand what because guess what? Once you have this knowledge, you have it forever, which means that however much money you want to make is unlimited. So it is something that I have been able to use. It's something that I love using. I really am going to be bringing you all more content in the vein of this because I understand that content creation is something God wants me to do too. And I'm good at keep creating content. I'm good at like really telling people stuff, being very like even with reels there's some I've been really working with the reels because I monetize on Instagram. And yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun and being creative. So this is yet the beginning. Sharmella and I are very much connected. We're going to be doing some work together as well as some of the other ladies that I'm connected with, and this is yet the beginning. And I'm looking forward to helping people at all income levels to really make this money. And the beautiful thing about that, we've been at all income levels. I've been from zero figures to six figures, so I know how to make things happen out of nothing, and I know how to help people to take it to the next level. My dream is to help more people monetize, specifically Black women who look like me. Y'all too blessed, brilliant, and bright to be broke. Like that's the truth. And making money is so easy once we reframe our mind to it and we don't hold it on a pedestal anymore. And we just take what's in our hand, take what's in our it factor. I am looking forward to doing more rooms about that. And whether you get something from my free content or speaking of free content, y'all listen. On Monday, I'm starting a beta course, which is going to be 2 weeks of me training you. And there is an application, there's not an investment. So you do have to apply to be in the beta. And my team will be selecting who will be in it. It's going to be very exclusive. But you will be able to apply to be in 2 weeks training with me for absolutely complimentary. I don't like the word like free. I don't use that word a lot when it comes to my content because even though it won't be something that you have to pay for, it's something I paid for to learn and to grow and to develop. Whether I paid for it academically, scholastically, in business, or in life, I paid a price for it. So if you want the link to that application, please do get in touch with me, or yeah, get in touch with me because I don't have it right here right this second. But we are going to be starting on Monday, and I would love for y'all to apply. The application process is seamless and it's going to take just a few seconds. Yes, I will get that link to you to anybody who back channels me because we are taking it higher, y'all. We are not playing these reindeer games. God has given me something specific to help people to really click to the cash. So we clicking to the cash. That's what we doing up in here in these streets. We also, it's so many opportunities I have also to market you. And Sharmella is staying very, very closely intertwined with my business because we need her to come and be strategic and helping you to get the plan. I see very high level stuff, very visionary. Sharmella is able to help by saying, okay, let's bring it all. This is what the big plan is, but let's bring it all the way back in and start on today. And I love that because not everybody can do that. So we are about to close this room. Congratulations to all of y'all who did go ahead and get your Speak Your Book class. We are praying for your success, praying for what God is going to do. Stay closely connected. Go ahead, Michelle.
Dr. Stevie, I just wanted to ask, what is the Living the Life I Love? Is that like a consultation with you?
Tell me more about what it says, because we have Living the Life I Love is my company, but we do have Living the Life I Love ambassadors. So let me know what you're asking.
Oh, okay. It says a 60-minute meeting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 60-minute meeting with Living the Life I Love is probably. Let me reframe. How did you get to that point, and then I can. Oh, how did you get to that point, and then I can answer the question, because I have different links going different places.
Okay, yeah, because I'm not even sure. I think I was on your Facebook page.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think maybe that's where I was. Yeah, I think I was on your Facebook page.
Okay.
And yeah.
So the 60-minute meeting with me is literally for those who want to dive deeper inside working with me. It's definitely where it's called we vision and value session, where we talk about your goals, talk about your where you want to go. It's a complimentary session, but it literally is not coaching. It's for me to tell you how I can help you to navigate. So it is going to be, we're going to be talking about sales as far as what I have to serve people who want to make a higher level investment. So that's what that is.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any more questions in the room before we close? All right. Shouts out to Lashina, Recruitalina. Go ahead, Dina. Give me what? Go ahead, Dina.
I just have one quick question for you, Dr. Stevie. When you shared the opportunity before about being a part of volume 2, did I do that correctly, or is there something else I need to do?
Yeah, so volume, that's a great question. So volume 2 for Click the Cash volume 2, we are looking for people who want to have their information featured inside of our book, Click the Cash volume 2. And for that, you're able to buy, if you're one of the 50 who gets the book during pre-sales, you're able to buy a copy of the book. It's only $25, and you're able to have your business information in it. Dina's already done that. So the question she's asking is what happens next? So what happens next is that once you go ahead and invest in that, then you are able, closer to the book launch, which with the book will launch in the spring, you'll be able to fill out a form, and that's how we collect your information. Did that help you, Dina?
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Again, it's all about being obedient and showing up. And so I just wanted to make sure I not only showed up, but did what I was supposed to do. So thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So if you guys want to be in Click the Cash Volume 2, there are probably about 15 spaces left for that, for your business information to be featured. Then definitely let me know. You can literally just send me a back channel message, or if you go to clickthecashnow.com, clickthecashnow.com, you'll be able to see that, and you will be able to go ahead and invest. But if you want me to send you the link, just let me know and I will send you the link. And that's $25 opportunity. You just buy the book and we'll include your information because you helped us during pre-sale. So listen, y'all, I have all kinds of stuff that I do for all kinds of stuff, that because I believe in helping you to increase your visibility, credibility, and cash. So yes, and the cool thing about the book is that once you are included in the book, y'all know how much I call Click the Cash out. People are able to see your information for the longevity, and the book is a printed book, and it's going to be able, even throughout the times of my own life, and it's going to withstand that. And then we have women who are amazing, like my girl Lashina Recruitalina in the room, who is a co-author in that book, and she is going to be promoting the book as well. So Click the Cash Volume 2 is dope because not only do you have me promoting, and you have all the other ladies like Lashina, Valencia, who you all know, we're all promoting the book. So you get to have your information inside of it. And that is a greater visibility. And all you had to do was buy the book. And the book itself is going to be great content. So listen. We got it all for you, darling. Yes, 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 yes. We got it all for you. Um, Hold on one second, because Michelle sent me a message. You said, and I'll see what it is. I had to read that. I'm sorry. I can't chew gum and walk at the same time, y'all. In case y'all, I have my own limitations, and that's one of them. Like I have to stop when somebody does something because I didn't know what was wrong. But yes, so when you get the class, for those of you who are getting the class, oh yes, and Kendall says a stocking stuffer for Christmas. Yes, 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 yes. It is. It's a stocking stuffer for Christmas for those of you who need to, like, if you know somebody who needs to make more money in their business or in their life, that's a great stocking stuffer. Yes, Christmas is coming. Michelle, so when you go there on the video, then you should be able to, it should say play. Does it say play? Michelle, my bell.
Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to get this microphone thing together. But when I clicked on view webinar, it took me to back to the landing page where I purchased.
Hmm. Have you tried to restart your computer?
No, but I can do that.
Yeah, restart your computer and let me know. Because yeah, part of my life is that I was working for customer service in a telecommunications company, so I'm always on tech support, and that's the first place we start. So if you could restart that, that would be cool, and let me know. If not, we can just back channel me, and I'll walk you through it because it should be able to be played. But yes, Dina said she got the book for her birthday. No, she wasn't. Which one you buy for your birthday, girl? When is your birthday?
All of them, child, all of them. But I was thinking about it when you and Sharmella were talking today. That when you said that, I'm trying to hide in the bathroom. When you were saying that it's something that you do at your own pace, and I made a decision not to put anything else on my plate between now and the end of the year, so I can stay focused on the things that I need to get done before 2022 comes in. But when you said you work it at your own pace, I was like, oh, well, just go on and buy it now, Dina. And then when you get ready, you have it. So, I mean, it's really no excuse to not get it. And one thing I will say about Dr. Stevie is that she is a integral woman. Like, again, I've known her forever, but she is never changed. She is elevated, but she has not changed. There is a difference. So I know that, although I'm not going to dive right into it right now, when I get to it, I mean, it's there for me. And she's not going to sell you junk that is not going to, how can I put this? Sometimes people sell you things that if you don't use it right then, later on, it's of no use to you. So I know by knowing her that although I'm not going to dive into it right now, when I open it, it's going to be relevant information.
Amen. Yes, 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 girl. It is. It is. Is money never stops. So, so it is gonna be something that you can use and use over again. I want y'all to use over again. Don't just use it one time. Use it over again. These strategies are strategies that work. Even some strategies that I use now for Zoom, they worked on the conference call back in the day. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So yes and yay, everybody. I am sending y'all the beta link, course link, because y'all wanted that. If there's any way that I can serve you, definitely let me know. We have things for everybody. Um, we honestly have stuff for everybody because I understand what it is to be at all income levels. So I want to let y'all know that yes, I do have high ticket services and stuff, but I don't just have high ticket services. I have things for all budgets because I understand. I understand. Now to work closely with me, it is a high ticket investment. I'm not gonna lie about that. It's a 4-figure investment to work one on one or closely with me, but that doesn't mean there aren't stops along the way. And my goal is to help you make money so that you can reinvest the money. And we also, in the aim of those who are looking for holiday money, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna go for real. Looking for holiday money. If you're looking for extra holiday money, please know that we have opportunities for you to make money with my company. Please know that we have opportunities where you can partner with my digital products and you can earn 50% commission. So, if that is something that you want to do, please put commission wherever you connect with me at, whether it be here or Facebook or YouTube or however. Please put that so that I can send you the link to my calendar. I need to have a conversation with you first in order to do that so that I can know that you're a good fit, that that you're not going to just patty cake, that you are somebody who really wants to make money. You're determined to make money. You like fun, you like, energy, you like to make your own schedule, all those types of things. We are looking for those specifically who want to partner with me because 50-50 means it's a true partnership. So that's what we have. If that's you, definitely let's get connected and let's see how we can make that happen. So I will return all of the back channels I have had. I'm gonna double check everywhere, but we are wrapping up. I pray this has been a blessing to you. Y'all have definitely blessed me immensely, and to hang out with me for these 90 minutes, however long we've been here. And Sharmella, one more shot. You have anything else to say before we wrap up, dear?
No, ma'am.
All right. All right. So make it a great day. Don't have a great day. Make it a great day. Why? Because you, and yes, you too have the power to do so. Those of you who are wanting to do the beta, definitely once you get the app, please do fill out like right now. We start Monday. So we are going to be wrapping up all applications. You will be notified. Please do look out for your email. Please register fill that with your best email that you know you check because we are going to be starting and we are not playing no games. So hugs and love. Bye y'all. Make it a great day.